Many times in history, countries find that specific skills are necessary to emerge as powerful as the others. Today, you all have the pleasure of observing countries adapting to these necessary skills throughout the course of history. Today, these skills can be accurately depicted by the art of parkouring. Without further ado, let's check it out.
American Civil War.
The American Civil War was a civil war fought from 1861 to 1865 to determine the survival of the United States of America as it defeated the bid for independence by the breakaway Confederate States of America. Among the 34 states in January 1861, 7 southern slave states individually declared their secession from the U.S. and formed Confederate States of America. War broke out in April 1861 when Confederates led by Lee attacked a U.S. fortress, Fort Sumter, and ended with the surrender to Grant's forces in spring 1865.
Here we see the superior parkour skills of Ulysses S. Grant. And here, well, let's just say Lee's parkour skills aren't quite as good. The July Crisis.
The Serbian Black Hand movement has assassinated Archduke Ferdinand, heir to the Austrian-Hungarian throne, and his wife during an official visit to Sarajevo, the capital of Bosnia. Austria-Hungary then issues an ultimatum.
Look how peaceful Oh no! A member of the Black Hand has assassinated the Archduke! Unrestricted submarine warfare.
Unrestricted submarine warfare is a type of naval warfare in which submarines sink vessels without warning. Prize rules called for submarines to surface and search merchantmen and place crews in the place of safety before sinking them, unless the ship showed persistent refusal to stop or an active resistance to visit or search. Countries tried to limit or even abolish submarines. While such tactics increased the combat effectiveness of the submarine and improved its chances of survival, some regarded them as a breach of the rules of war, especially when employed against neutral vessels in a war zone.
Here we see the wild Germany practicing its submarine tactics in the form of parkour. Oh look, here comes the US in an attempt to put an end to this practice. What comes next might surprise you. Despite the US's attempt to halt these tactics that violated their neutrality, Germany continued. They would later realize the consequences after the US joined the war. The Berlin Blockade.
During the multinational occupation in post-World War II Germany, the Soviet Union blocked the Western Allies' railway, road, and canal access to the sectors of Berlin under Western control. The Soviets offered to drop the blockade if the Western Allies withdrew the newly introduced Deutschmark from West Berlin. In response, the Western Allies organized the Berlin Airlift to carry supplies to the people of West Berlin. The Berlin blockade served to highlight the competing ideological and economic visions for post-war Europe.
Despite Stalin's attempt to keep America out, the US is able to climb over the wall and give their supplies to the people of West Berlin. The US and USSR space race.
After World War II drew to a close, a new conflict began, known as the Cold War. Beginning in the late 1950s, space would become a dramatic arena for this competition, as each side sought to prove the superiority of its technology, its military firepower, and by extension, its political economic system. By landing on the moon, the United States effectively won the space race that had begun with the USSR's launch of Sputnik in 1957.
Ending on a US victory, parkour has caused great tragedies and huge advancements, but hopefully we can learn from these parkours to excel us into the future. Thank you for watching.